Hello, just a short video this week. It's been a lovely spell of weather for the past month or so, and we were out doing some gardening at the front of the house here, and there was an awful lot of buzzing, so I filmed a couple of the beasties in the bush, and then I've added some videos I've taken before, and we'll just see what's going on. So here we go. This is Heliophilus pendulus. It's a European hoverfly, and it's sometimes called the footballer because of the stripy jumper it wears. There you can see it's getting nectar out of these flowers here. This wiggly shot is Bombus lucorum, the white-tailed bumblebee, and it's buzzing about and getting itself some food as well. In 2023 I found this flitting about some bushes. I didn't know what it was at the time, and I said this. I have no idea what I'm taking a picture of, but it's obviously Europe's equivalent of a hummingbird. And I was right, it's basically Europe's answer to the hummingbird. You can see it using its little proboscis there to get the nectar. Now in 2007, shortly after we'd first moved in and there was a lot of work still to do in the garden, we saw these. These are two leucistic sparrows. They're not completely albino because you can see their eyes aren't pink. And for 4 or 5 years we would see at least one during the summer. Haven't seen one now for a wee while. But sadly they don't live very long, because when a predator comes across the group of sparrows, the white one stands out, so it's easier to follow as it hunts for a sparrow. So sad little thing. The poor thing doesn't last terribly long. And here, that same year, are 2 juvenile sparrows, the fluffy ones are the juveniles, and you can see the parents feeding them. But the one on the left there can feed itself, so it's obviously coming close to time when they'll feed themselves. But the yellow around their beak there, you can see when they open their beak in that little yellow gape, it automatically almost makes the adult instinctively put food in its mouth. Well, in its beak. It's not mouth. Anyway, so there they are. Now this is a lovely hosta. Back to this year. This is a lovely hosta. No holes in it at all. Partly the reason is because we've got these lovely bushes here for frogs to hide in, and we've got this ugly pond for frogs to lay there, or for frogs to spawn in, and the tadpoles to grow in. The rushes there have gotten out of control, and you can see the middle's died off, so I've got to do something about that. And this is duckweed, this green stuff, and it covers a pond. And that's my finger coming into shot there as I try to do all this on my own. But if I scrape back some of the duckweed here, at the bottom of my little net you'll see some tadpoles. So that's what makes it difficult to clean at the moment. So put the tadpoles back. And I'll check the net to make sure there's no tadpoles in it. So that's fine. Now you see the duckweed moving about there. The tadpoles are now getting a bit agitated. I personally think the tadpoles like the duckweed there because they're feeding off the bottom of it and it's hiding them from predators. So the ones that are now exposed are a bit upset with me. But still, I'll have to clean most of that off. And telling you here means I've now got to tidy up that pond and make it look nicer. Lastly, I have never known as dry a summer as this up in Orkney. Just see as the chap here harrows the field, see all that dust coming off the surface. I just cannot remember having seen it this dry. It's at least 3 weeks with no rain at all. Now, as well as that, another thing that you don't often see, and sorry for the jerky camera, I was a bit excited to film this, but that's a dust devil there. And there's it, petering out. But all that dust rising in the air there. You can imagine if there's seed in the field, it'll make it much worse and distributed. There we go. That was just some things I've noticed in my garden and around the place lately. If you've enjoyed this wee look at Orkney and its wildlife, a like, a comment and or a subscribe would be awfully nice. I'll be back next week with something else, and in the meantime, have fun till then.